The upcoming May 18th showdown for Undisputed at heavyweight between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk has people somewhat concerned, and then again, maybe not so much. But there are others who are imposing themselves on this upcoming bout, and with the likes of sanctioning body head Mauricio Suliman, who wants to once again influence the sport quite negatively when he's questioning, due to what we've witnessed recently about officiating in boxing. He's looking at it like maybe some of his ideas could assist with problems that we're encountering, but maybe not. Suliman is a guy that you don't want to necessarily put in a place of being able to make certain types of decisions, because he has hurt the sport almost more than anyone else and his sanctioning body. But let's talk about it. To talk about influences on a sport, no one has impacted the sport like WBC head Mauricio Suliman. And the upcoming bout between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk, he's looking to provide his impression on the sport once again by suggesting that since we have been having what he has considered head-scratching decisions with fights, in order to avert potential catastrophe with the scoring of Fury versus Usyk, how about 6 judges instead of 3? Are you kidding me? This, according to an article produced by Lance Pugmire from Boxing Scene. Mauricio Suliman has been around boxing long enough to know his ongoing push to expand the judging panel at most significant fights is an uphill challenge. Notice that it's stated ongoing push for this. Everyone seems to be comfortable with the usual way and resistant to change, the World Boxing Council president told Boxing Scene on Thursday. But following another weekend of head-rattling scorecards in the main and co-main events of Premier Boxing Champions Amazon Prime pay-per-view card in Las Vegas, Suliman believes his pitch is a sound one. Or could Suliman be working behind the scenes to create the mischief to begin with? Food for thought. The article continues. Suliman is set to propose a plan to a slew of officials, including sanctioning body personnel and promoters, to place 6 judges at ringside on May 18th for the Tyson Fury-Alexander Usyk bout for the undisputed heavyweight title in Saudi. The more highly skilled judges we have working together, the better. Really? Now let me just stop right there. At what point have we witnessed highly skilled judges? If anything, we have had judges who have had questionable assessments of what has been viewed as fights. No longer are ring generalship, effective aggression, defense, and overall boxing skill, ring IQ. None of those things have been a part of the judging that we've been seeing as of late. And there are a rotation of specific judges whose name I won't mention at this present moment are as questionable as someone who really shouldn't be around circumstances where ethics can be compromised. How about that? The article goes on. While some disagree, including the Association of Boxing Commissions President Mike Mazzulli, Suliman argues that boxing is left too vulnerable to bad decisions when only 3 judges are on a panel. How about changing those judges who have shown us time and time again that they're inadequate and could possibly be on the take? And exposing Fury Usyk to that could erupt into a calamity. Quote, if you have a fight when 2 judges don't have a good night, that fight is decided 2-1 by bad cards, Suliman said. If that happens with 6 judges, the correct fighter wins 4-2. We've had too many split decisions and majority decisions fights over the last few months. This is not okay. What we need is a change in head of commissioning and sanctioning bodies like the WBC. Because as foul as they have shown themselves to be, they've doubled, tripled, and quadrupled down on their questionable ethics and on their favoritisms. Suliman showing up in certain fighters' gym, but not others. Suliman not giving the respect to fighters who were long tenured champions with his title in their grasp. He not standing up for others or fighting for them when he has shown favor ethnic-wise and race central. Yes, he's done that. Indeed, the article goes on Saturday, the judge, Chris Flores, somehow had the defending WBA 140-pound champion Rolando Romero defeating Usyk Cruz 66-65 after 7 rounds, despite the facts that Romero had been badly wobbled by an attack in the early rounds, fought tentatively from then on, and even had a point deducted by the referee Thomas Taylor for holding. In the 8th round, Cruz rendered Flores' card moot by stopping Romero with a barrage of punches that earned him stoppage victory and made him the newest world champion from Mexico. How about the fact that Rolly Romero was allowed to fight for a title to begin with, when there were fighters far superior and accomplished than Romero. You see, you can't have half of the story and not include the meat and vegetables. And this is what they've sold us on. This article's link will be in the description box, and I will not read further because it's offensive to my intelligence when I see two fighters, Tyson Fury, who will bring his record of 34-0 with 1 draw and 24 KOs into the ring against Alexander Usyk, who is 21-0 with 14 KOs. These two men are currently at the top of the division and will be finally facing off against one another in a unification for undisputed. But it is not a fight that the public has clamored for. When people were clamoring for undisputed, Tyson or Usyk didn't have the titles. But now they want to infringe upon your intelligence and force fights down your throat that you really don't care about. And Suliman is a huge part of that as well. The other sanctioning bodies have taken their role and seat at the table of the foolishness. And at some point, it has to stop. But we, the paying public, can assist in this cease because we detest what we are experiencing from the sport. As long as someone like Mauricio Suliman is around, he's going to ensure that the corruption continues. As he has been known to state, he's not Interpol, but he dabbles and dwells in the places where Interpol investigates. And sooner or later, maybe they may turn his number up. And we'll get what we all want. And that is to see him out of the sport of boxing. Yeah. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are about this editorial. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.